All right.
Are you the best point guard ever?
Listen to this question that Gilbert Arenas asked Steph Curry. Are you the best point guard ever?
Are you the best point guard ever?
Yes. I have yes. It's me and Magic. That's the conversation.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the 90s when there was nobody trying to, right? I mean, it just. But I can witness and watch every kid trying to be Curry. You know what I mean? So it's like the influence that you really have on the game from the position as a player. I look at the stats and say, okay, Magic then Curry. When I look at the kids and I watch AAU, it's like, nah.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously I have to answer it that way, but I really feel like, to your point, like Magic's resume is ridiculous. Yeah. Like, all right, so the fact that we're even having that conversation it's a place I never thought I'd be in. But Magic, like that's a lofty resume to shoot for, right? So I'm still going. Let's see.
So listen. So what do you listen? Magic was a good guard in the 80s and 90s, right? But if we're talking about impactful point guards, there's three people that I know of in the last 30 years that people try to be. People try to be Jordan when they go out there to play basketball. People try to be Kobe Bryant when they went out there and played it. And people try to be Steph Curry. So what do you feel about Steph Curry's take when he said he believes he's the best point guard ever? We'll start with you, Matthew, and then over you there.
I mean, my thing is that it's just so obvious to me that Curry is the best shooter ever. And so I don't know why we can't just like stop the conversation there. Okay, he's the best shooter. He impacted the game and spread the floor because of his shooting, opened up the defense so much. But when I think about who dominated the game as a traditional point guard and how we think of a point guard, the floor general, getting the teammates involved, controlling the gravity of the game with their passing as opposed to with their shooting, I think it's Magic. And obviously you put Curry's numbers.
Did you say traditional?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
No. If we go with traditional point guards, pure point guards, take away scoring,
Bob Cousy,
being a top scorer. No, I was going to say like John Stockton, Jason Kidd. Those are pure point guards, traditional. I'm talking about they can read the floor and make the right plays at the right time. I ain't talking about scoring and being the best dunker and all that. I'm talking about pure point guard can see the floor as soon as they get the ball and can look up down the court and know when to make the right plays and the right throws.
Why would he answer the question any differently? I mean, of course, he's gonna say he is the best point guard. I know I would, even if I wasn't. But I want to compare myself to the greats, of course, right? But with that being said, I know y'all are bringing up Magic. We're talking about titles and all these different accolades, right? But are we gonna leave AI out of this conversation? We're going to talk about Allen Iverson at all as being one of the purest point guard that we've ever seen that can score, that can pass.
I think he was the best ball handler we've ever seen. Second to Kyrie Irving. AI is the best ball handler I've ever seen in my life. Second to Kyrie Irving. But Matthew brought up a point, though, Eric. You got point guard, best ball handler, and best shooter. So I guess if we go that route, can you really label? I don't know nobody that can do all three. The best handles, the best shooter, and what was the other thing I said?
Best pure point guard.
Best pure point guard. Yeah, so I don't think we have nobody that can do all three consistently, but definitely Steph is the best shooter. AI is the best ball handler for sure.
I mean, Curry's got a good handle. Curry's a good pure point guard. Curry's a good shooter. I mean, I think he's close to all three, but I think of when I think of a point guard, when I think of somebody leading in the way of a point guard supposed to be, like the floor general for a basketball game, I think of Magic Johnson, because I think Curry, his game was built around his shooting and the openings it created for the rest of his teammates. So a lot of Curry's assists come from the fact that there's three people guarding him, so there's four other people open on the floor. where, Magic Johnson was actually using that vision, to find Kareem down low for the hook shot or to find James Worthy on the right wing. Sean, also, you mentioned John Stockton in there. And honestly, don't get me started on this guy. This is the most overrated point guard that's ever played the game. If you
John
go back,
Stockton?
yes, he has 16,000 assists. He should really have like 7,000 because if you go back and look at the highlights, okay, John Stockton throws it into Karl Malone. Karl Malone does a spin. Karl Malone does a post move, then scores. John Stockton somehow gets the assist. If we went to Salt Lake City and made those statisticians keep right statistics, John Stockton might not have averaged 5 assists a game. But since he was dumping it down to the best, top 3 power forward of all time, Karl Malone, and they played together for 20 years. And nowadays, you couldn't even have 2 guys play together for 20 years because if they didn't win a title, the fans would get tired of it after 4 or 5 years and make them get traded. So, yeah, if I had dumped the ball down low to Karl Malone for 20 years, Sean, I might average 10 assists a game, but nobody would call me the best point guard of all time.
I agree with that 100%, man.
I don't. And you know who else I think is a great pure point guard too? Traditional. We're just talking about traditional point guard. They can see up the floor, make good plays. I think at one time, not the best, but I think a top 10 point guard was Rajon Rondo. I think he was a good point guard.
He was great, but you got to be consistent. And, he would have years where you'd be on the Celtics and he'd be killing it, averaging 10 assists a game. Then he had like 2 years in Sacramento where nobody quite knew what he was doing there because nobody watched the Kings games. And, he just kind of bounced around a lot in his career, I think, to be in that top echelon. Like for me, when I think of that, I think it can only be between Curry and Magic. And I would go with Magic with that. Yeah.
What's up, E?
What about Russell Westbrook? Are we forgetting about a guy who averages triple double?
Yes, yeah, we forgetting about him.
Hey,
come on, man.
My favorite player of all
James
time.
Harden was leading with triple doubles at one time too.
Man, don't get me started on James Harden, Sean. You know how I feel about him. I don't want to talk about him.
James Strip Club Harden.
Oh my God, the worst. The worst. If you want to lose a playoff series, get James Harden on your team.
One of the best regular season point guards of all time.
Right.
But put him in the playoffs, it's just not happening, man. Yeah. And hey, I love Westbrook. He's my favorite player of all time. Actually got me back into basketball.
Eric, if you don't know this,
this is my guy.
Every show we're going to talk about Westbrook. Like he has every jersey, every hat. Matter of fact, when Matthew goes to sleep at night, he got a painting of Russell Westbrook.
No, I don't got no painting. I don't got no painting.
Well, it's just weird to me. It's weird to me because he's a San Antonio fan. So,
yeah,
I got these behind me on the. I got this whole collection behind me. That's my guy. But
I love Russell Westbrook, man.
I mean, I've come to accept with him that,
AKA Brody.
People consider Curry the better player of the generation because Curry's got the chips. And I love Westbrook. His career brought me back into basketball. Now, I've had to suffer some bad years these past couple years. It's been tough on the Westbrook train. It's been some tough years. But in his prime, he was a machine. But they never got over the hump. KD left him to go to the Warriors. Russ wins an MVP. KD and Curry won some more chips. But then Curry, Curry got 4 of them, and he got 2 of them without KD. So I think at this point, the jury has decided that Curry was better than Westbrook all time. And it pains me, but I think that's the consensus.
If we base it on championships and those type of awards, then yes. But in your heart, we know who it truly is.
Always number one in my